Hello everyone and welcome to a new video from Your Overwatch. I'm Eddie the Chump and today we'll be talking crosshairs, how and why you might want to change them and what settings I personally use. This has been highly requested on our comment section, so I thought it's about time we got round to it. The first thing that you need to know about crosshairs is that it does come down to personal preference, but that doesn't mean that your choices are irrelevant. Your preference might go against conventional logic but work for you. However, it's best to understand the logic behind why crosshairs are designed the way they are before you go breaking all the rules like a total rebel. I'm going to be showing you a few basic examples to demonstrate this. First of all, let's cover how and where you can change your crosshair in Overwatch. From the title screen or by pressing escape in-game, go to the options menu and then to the controls menu. There you will see a section called reticle. If you were to make any changes here without touching anything else, it would apply to every character in the game. But wait, there's more. You can change the reticle per hero. Yes, that's right, you can have the character default or a selection of 4 more generic ones. Now I do actually have different crosshairs for a number of different heroes and I'll explain why that works best for me. Firstly, let's talk about what a crosshair actually does. We'll be using the small green and large green examples here. So the horizontal and vertical lines are there to help you track targets. Now with these two crosshairs essentially being the same, there are a few small considerations to make. Do I want to more easily track targets or do I want less of my view obfuscated? For me, I like the short crosshair because I hate there being too much in the way of me seeing what I'm shooting at. And that's the point. It's what I like on this particular hero, in this case McCree. Obviously some hero crosshairs are very different by default. Some aren't crosshairs at all, but much more complicated reticles altogether. Let's use Hanzo here as an example. Hanzo's default is a 3-tiered monstrosity, with a reverse bloom designed to show you when your bow is fully charged. The design of this is to help you compensate for height and width at range as his arrow dips over distance. You can see here though that the tiers can never be perfect. You need to develop a sense of how high or wide you need to compensate your aim for anyway, so I don't bother with his hero default, because just like McCree, my preference is to have less junk on my screen. Seagull uses a dot for most heroes because his aim is so good and his projectile leading so practiced that he doesn't need the training wheels anymore. He just wants to see more clearly what he's about to meme out of existence. One more example, and that's characters that have bloom built into their reticle for weapon spread. I'm going to use Soldier as the example here. He actually has crosshairs, but they bloom outwards, as the spread on his fire increases the longer you shoot. There's just one problem though. The spread information the reticle gives you isn't accurate. His actual spread is worse. The same principle goes for Tracer. Her circle reticle blooms massively when she shoots. Now some people might want that, but I don't. Tracer is really dangerous when you headshot with her up close, and for that I will always want short crosshairs that don't bloom despite the weapon spread. The same goes for Soldier actually. So the point of changing crosshairs is to find what truly works best for you on each of the heroes you play. Weagle for example uses default on everything. It doesn't really bother him. But if you're like me and you like to tinker and enjoy the experimentation, there are actual uses for the choices you can make. One last thing, I'd love to see some more serious customization available like Counter-Strike has for your crosshair. For McCree I'd actually like to be able to insert a little gap in the small crosshair to more easily line up headshots. Blizzard have said they're working on it, so hopefully it arrives soon. I bet many of you feel the same. To conclude, it's all about what you find useful or comfortable. There are no hard and fast rules, but make no mistake, choosing the right reticule for yourself can have a positive effect on your game, so experiment and find something you like. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like. If you want us to cover anything specific, please don't hesitate to leave it in the comment section below. Also, please follow the Your Overwatch Twitter. It's where you'll find all the updates about upcoming streams and new videos. I've been Eddie the Chump, and until next time.